This is Fitz. He happens to be my fourth child. I have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old in addition to this little guy. And I have come to realize how important it is to have really functional, really useful baby supplies. When I had my first child, you know, everybody tells you what you're gonna need. You read through all these magazines and they say, you know, these are the essential items. Some of them that's true, some of them I think it's all marketing. And so I really wanted to show you some of my favorite products that really work well for families who have multiple children and stuff that's really gonna make a difference in your life so that you're just not buying a lot of stuff, you're actually getting a lot of value and a lot of time back from these products. So come along, let's go ahead. We're gonna do a little product review today and you get a little look inside my life with the babies. So one of my favorite expert mom products is definitely the Lolly Crib from Baby Leto. I really liked that it had a small footprint. Eventually I'm gonna have 3 boys in this small room and I wanted something that did its job well but didn't take up a lot of space, and I feel like this does it beautifully. I also love the modern design of the whole Baby Leto crib. I like that it is gender neutral so that if I ever wanted to use it on a different gender child, that makes perfect sense. And it goes with a lot of different designs, so as I change up the room, it's not gonna clash with anything. Finally, I like that it's a little bit lower than your traditional crib, but it still has like attachments that it can grow with the baby. It's easy for me to put him in, it's easy for me to get him out, and I have just been loving this crib design. I was introduced to this expert mom product when I had my 3rd child, and I borrowed it from a friend and absolutely fell in love with it and had to have one of my own. I love the Baby Bjorn bouncer. One, it's not an eyesore. It doesn't have cartoon characters all over it, and it looks like something that could blend seamlessly into my home. But I also love the mesh material. Here in Arizona, it is constantly hot, and my baby does not need any extra irritants or moisture on his skin, so this really keeps him nice and cool. I love that it's just like an easy balance. It doesn't make any noise. It's very simple but very modern design. And this piece here is completely machine washable. You just unhook it and throw it in the washing machine and you're ready to go. So with my baby barfing boys, this is a necessity, and I have absolutely loved this product. Sometimes you run into a product that basically changes your life. And you maybe didn't even know you needed this life change, but then after you had it, you wonder how you ever lived without it. And that's how I feel about my baby Orbit. Basically, it changed my life as a mother. So here are some of my favorite things. First off, this strap. I don't know how many of you have carried an almost 1-year-old in a car seat with the plastic material gouging into your arms, but this thick fabric strap changes all that. Like, you can actually not have scars across your arm from carrying your baby around in his baby carrier. Now, one of the other things is the signature baby swivel on the Baby Orbit. So everything locks into place, you know he's nice and safe, and it's a lot easier to get them out of the car and into the car and securely into their system. It works really, really well. Another piece, favorite that I have really grown to love, is the built-in shield. So when the baby's sleeping, you can cover him or her up, or if it's raining, if it's windy, it comes in handy for all kinds of reasons. And I really like this stroller. I didn't use, I had a stroller with my first baby, and with my 2nd and 3rd, I didn't really think it was a necessity. It was kind of just cumbersome. I didn't like carrying it around. It was hard to get in and out of the car. But with this number, it's got a small enough footprint that it's really easy to get around aisles. When you're going through a store at the mall or anything like that, it can get in and out of tight spots, and it's super easy to take apart and reassemble. So you can do this with one hand, which is important because you're probably holding a toddler in the other hand, right? It all comes down. It has the storage beneath that can go right back into your car, and to reassemble it, you just need one fluid motion and you're right back up again. So it's a lot simpler than other stroller systems that I've used, and it really works well for me and my family. So another one of my favorite products in my Mom Expert series is the Petunia Pickle Bottom Bag. Now this is a must-have for any mother of multiple children. As you know, you end up being the pack horse for everything everybody wants and being prepared on the go. So a few of my favorite features, of course it has all the organization. You've got places for sippy cups, you have places for bottles and the snacks and the diapers and everything else you're going to need. But specifically for baby, I really love this fold out diaper changing pad. So you're never gonna lose it, but if you do need to detach it, that's a possibility. I also really like that it has the satchel top. A lot of times, I don't know about you, but my baby bag is somewhat of a disaster. So I love being able to close it and having a polished presence. No matter what kind of disaster is going on beneath the surface, it ends up working really well at, at least giving me the idea of that I'm organized. So the other thing that I would draw your attention to is, this is a handbag for you. You're having to surrender your normal cute handbag for, the functionality that a diaper bag offers. And I really love that it still looks sophisticated. It's got the gold hardware. It has all that kind of stuff, but it's super durable. You're gonna be able to wipe it off should your baby barf on it or whoever knows what else happens to these kind of things. But it still looks like something that goes with my style and my aesthetic. I'm dressing for me still, and I still feel all pulled together. This tool I was lucky enough to come across with my first baby, with my daughter, and I absolutely would not be able to live without it. I love the Miracle Blanket, and one of the reasons is it's completely functional throughout your baby's first year. He doesn't or she doesn't grow out of it, and it makes them sleep so much better. First of all, you basically put them in what we call the baby straight jacket, and then you wrap this around the top, tuck their feet down into the bottom, and then do your final swaddling here. It works a lot better than your traditional swaddle blanket because they can't get out of it. They're gonna stay nice and cozy and comfortable for several hours, which is really important. And this one has been through several babies and they're very durable and not too heavy. It's nice all-season blanket. You can always layer on top of it should you need to, but it works really well for these little guys. All right, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And if you have any tips or any favorite products yourselves, please tell me. I can always use a good suggestion, especially from you fellow moms out there. And if you want any information on where to find these products or anything like that, you can link to my blog. I'll have product links and everything you'll need there. But I really appreciate you guys being here, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.